All right. I'm desperate. We're going D. I'm not even taking a mutator. I think I've lost this way before, but we're going to try it again. Tell me what the strategy is in Lustrous. I'm curious what you think this magic strategy niblet that is floating out there is. Yeah, I'm looking for anything to replace it with Doppel, but there's not a lot of options. Enchanted dice with Glimmer, turn 1 and 2. Which one is Glimmer? Glimmer was screwing over our artifact, so I think we just need more dice. We also didn't get the 2 elite path last time, which was tragic. Praying is the strat. That's how it kind of feels. So the thing about this deck is exactly this. So in this situation, in a bad roll situation, you don't even have the ability to increment your dice. That's the thing that kills them. Overanalyze every spell. I mean, good luck. Good luck finding the ones that you're looking for. All right, I think I leave that. Did I just take damage? Oh my god, I hate this guy. This is the worst. Yeah, you need an even source of damage. I think that's a great way to describe it. You need a solid, even number attack. And Savagery just ain't it. So, unless we can kind of switch things around, we're gonna need to find something else. Savagery is really good, though. The problem is we just couldn't play it very often. What we need to do is we need to get the turn all your 6s into 5s and roll Savagery. I think I'm still going to pick it up because I think it's better than alternatives. The problem is we just don't have enough dice. So... And in situations like this, I guess technically I can turn this into a 5, turn this into a 3, and that at least lands us Savagery. So we just zap you. Yeah, we get tons of 6s, and anytime we use Earth Song, we just end up with more godforsaken 6s. That is the nature of the beast. I think what it is, if I were to like hazard a guess as to what the issue I think with this deck is. Oh, that doesn't get the kill. It's a lack of synergy. Like, Earthsong doesn't synergize with literally anything. Which is just it's just a problem. Okay, so I need to make more evens. So I can do this and this. Then I can use this to kill you. If I do this, I gain a mark, which I can't really. I think if I do 2 of these, it evens out. But yeah, there aren't a lot of like 6. I haven't seen a lot of cards for Hazel that are like, you can take full advantage of 6s. And I think that's the problem. Well, there's a 6, Gaia's Wrath. Sure, power scaling, we'll take it. I'm not too proud. But we desperately need to defend. We'll probably die to the first elite, if I had to guess. So let's see. Gaia's Wrath, we can do... So I do think Gaia's Wrath plays well with this deck, which is saying a lot. But yeah, Gaia's Wrath and Savagery. We have the makings of a not completely terrible deck. Deal 6 damage on a 6 reroll a dice. This also fits into our grand designs. But I think we need a defensive card. Vine Grip is kind of defensive. Solidify is kind of defensive. But neither of them are great. I'll take Solidify, but it's going to stay up here. Because we can't replace... We can get rid of Rock Slide, probably. Because we always have 6s. So more damage out of you or more power out of you and less damage. Solidify, more block. I think weak on Rupture or weak on Savagery is the way to go. We need something that's going to control damage. Okay, so this turn, the only question we're asking is, how do I make as many odd numbers as humanly possible that aren't bad? This would turn this into an even. Doesn't really work. Okay, so... Sadly, the weak doesn't hang around, but... Okay, so we do make me an odd. Make me an odd. And then we terraform and we still take a bit of damage. But at least we're doing some damage. Okay. We really don't have a great source of, so I think I do that. So bad. I think I solidify. That's the best I can do in this context. We've created so much of our deck to hinge around the use of Earthsong. Now that we don't have it, its absence is comically evident. Natural Hardiness, 8. Gain 7 block, turn 1, gain Fortify. Natural Hardiness seems very good. Because this happens regardless of whether you use it on turn 1 or not. Yeah, Natural Hardiness is a go. Apply Portent to a random spell. Must be played as the first spell. Gain 1 power and remove Portent. Little extra. It's each turn, too. We get some more scaling off Gaia's Wrath. We could make the Solidify easier to come by, which does sound good to me. What is Natural Hardiness? More block or more Fortify on turn 1? More Fortify on turn 1 seems kind of interesting, but we need to pair that with something. Portent seems like it could be a high roll or a low roll, but we already have power scaling. So let's make what we have a little better. Disenchant a spell will gain a void spell. Or Grim Right. Apply 4 mute to another spell, gain 2 power and 1 fortify. We're starting to... Grim Right is kind of bonkers. Fortify is really good. We need to come up with a small block to go with it. Or we do have a spell to disenchant, so we could go for a random void spell. 4 mute to another spell. Is that... Do we have something that we might have something that we could toss that on. But let's disenchant a spell and see if we can get something while saving our money. I'm going to roll these, I think. Gain 6 block. Roll a Vex dice. Or rewrite reality. Reroll. Rewrite reality seems really good because we're going to have some fortify. Or we get some Stygian dice. Return dice with Stygian. End of each turn, reroll all Stygian. So that's like a... This is like a passive source of damage that will... I believe Stygian dice do scale off. So that's interesting. Rewrite reality. Like we take out solidify for the time being and toss in rewrite reality. And we just get, we're going to be getting 2 block from, we're going to be getting 4 block from it. That's not enough. We could use this to turn our 6s back into 5s. I think we take Strange Presence. It looks a little funky, but I think it replaces that for now. And the advantage is now we have a little bit of up and down options. So this... Okay, for the first attempt, this did not work out great. I think we hit you while we can. The Vex dice may not be as advantageous as I thought it was. Nano Disu, it's hard to argue that that Slay the Spire is kind of like an all-time great. So I will not say that it is better. This is better, but this is super fun. I have a lot of fun with it. Let's see. We will roll a Vex dice. So we can do this. See what we get. And then we can do this, and then we can just toss that in. Oh, that still reduces you. The Vexi is not as cool as I was expecting it to be, I think. What I can do is I can put this in here. The Vex won't affect it now that it's in there. Our sapling is definitely anti-synergy with it. So we should put the 3 in here first. Yeah, our sapling die is now terrible. Was it a random spell, Matthew? I thought Grimwright said that I got to choose the spell, but I might have been wrong about that. Let's see. We are going to be doing... We have 2 power. So this is 8, 10. We would do 20 damage to the back guy. That's not enough. unfortunately. So we do have to... We do have to chill a little bit. It's going to make exactly a 6. That doesn't work for us. Well, this works worse for us. Oh, that was unfortunate. You know, the more I have watched people play Slay the Spire at a really high level, the less convinced I am that there's much RNG. The people that are able to kind of like hit Ascension so regularly, like Ascension 20 wins so regularly, indicates to me that the skill ceiling on Slay the Spire is just off the charts. This game is clearly not at that point. So if you're looking for like a depth of a game, then that's the place to be. Double your power on ultimate power. Wow, that's interesting. Infuse scale just seems like a good block card. I think Strange Presence is bad. I think we have learned the hard way that it is bad. Ultimate power seems like it could be insane. But I think we just need defense right now. And this defense is good. Yeah, Strange Presence, I thought it was going to be better than it actually was. It didn't quite come together. More uses? Or less reduction. Reducing by 1 is better. Because it means that we can turn 6s into 5s. Which I think is important for us. For 60 gold, turn 1 gain 15 block. I don't think turn 1 we need that much block. So for 10 gold, I'll take the weakness potion, and we'll hope that that helps a little bit. And then I think we need to risk increasing our max HP a bit here. Okay, so... in this case... I think we're better off doing it this way and starting our scaling off a little bit. But I do think Infuse Scales, now that it's doing our even-odd fixing, is going to be good for us. Yes, good things are happening, I feel like. We don't have like a late game win yet, but yeah, I think that it asks you who you want to pick, but I need to double check that. Did I really want to get rid of the 6? Maybe I should have Gaia's Wrath here. This is feeling like I was a little greedy. Get rid of you? Well, we're not taking damage from you right now. Earth Song being affected is not great right now. Definitely use the potion. I think I will also roll 3 dice and lose 3 health. Let's see if we can come up with a play here. Let's see. And I think I'm gonna mint some odds here, even though it's gonna cost us. This does 4. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that. Exact block. All right. I mean, it seems like it could be really good in the right deck. That much is for sure. All right. This at least gets us to 7, so we don't lose a dice. Do we have a kill yet? We do. Alright, Savagery is good stuff. Infuse Scales, as much as it was not the rare item to choose, it's doing great work. -1 dice. We can't do -1 dice. That would be suicide. Ether doesn't really work for us. I think Smoldering Torch is not a fun one. I think there are just better choices here. Each turn receive 1 sap. Or Dreadstone. Yeah, we're generating some defense.